If you've been with me you'd think this is some satirical bash on NVBrokes as a nice fun joke with pals, but it's not. Let me explain. Okay. Before we begin, I know I had literally just said I was going to explain, but sorry if I sound weird. I've been sick for a while. Back to the video. I have proof, real, 100% proof that NVBrokes has been botting subscribers. Let me show you. Now, in my first video on NVBrokes I showed that he had 4 alternate accounts, which he was using to like posts and comment on them too. Now, he has more, which he's been using in strange ways. The first is Here's Marvine, which can be found by going to NVBrokes So Long Noob's video, which by the way, fuck you man, you've capitalized off of Techno's death so much, you even added a crown to your profile picture at one point. You're really a piece of fucking shit. But if you click on his profile, go to his About section and check his email, it'll nvbreet@gmail.com, which is clearly NVBreet, which stands for NVBrokes YouTube. Also, there's a Roblox account linked which is friends with NVBrokes. The next one is Nightmare Waslall, which is in his channel's thing, to where you can click in his Gmail and it is nvbro0647@gmail.com once again, clearly NVBrokes. It also had a Discord link, which I decided to try friending on and alt, we'll check on that later. Those are most likely his 2 new accounts, but I decided to look further. On September 19, 2022, he had sent me the invite to King's Clan, a blatant ripoff of Maze Clan or whatever their name is, which he sent the responses, showing a few things. The most important is the actual responses, where there were 3 fake responses, which were these 2 emails. This means that 6 of his 57 subscribers are all fake, which doesn't seem like a lot, but you'll understand that he doesn't deserve the other 50 subscribers. Let's start from the top. Dimler. In my last script, which was never released, I tried finding out the answer to who was Phantom Blade, to where I never found it out, but a long time after finishing that GameWorks Studio actually sent me a message, saying that it was Dilber Sutzi. We now have proof of this due to Dimler's profile banner being a phantom. All we need to know of Dimler for now is that they were in King's Clan, which they were kicked from. When I asked NVBrokes the specific reason why, he got incredibly defensive about it, leading me to send him a message. We'll get to that soon. This is actually what caused me to leave King's Clan. As you can see on screen, he was being rather rude, but only called out Dimler on it. He actually cropped out the part where he was saying rude. And it seems like Dimler deleted his promo, which is the right move. We'll get to NVBrokes' annoying promos later. In his video he never specified this, and he makes it seem like Dimler attacked without warning. It's also unknown what NVBrokes' comment said originally, as he edited it. The last thing about King's Clan, it's incredibly recent, meaning that there's about 4 days of history to it. The only thing you don't know about it now is what's in the second channel in the Discord server, which is locked forever. Unknown. Now let's get to the NVBrokes kinda decent phase. This was when NVBrokes didn't act like he owned me and actually treated me like another human being. As I said, we're going backwards in time, and this ended on September 19, 2022. I'm sensing a pattern here. He rickrolled me and posted it to YouTube. He spammed me in order to get me on. I thought it was important and was genuinely worried. You could hear in my tone that I was about to sleep, and I was. Now, I'm okay with being recorded, but he never told me he was recording and didn't tell me until after the video. What if I was in a depressive episode and was in a bad mental headspace? That's happened before with Gentry, but that video is already released. I just think it's genuinely insensitive for him to do that. What if I committed suicide from that? I know it's a joke, but it's a genuine possibility. They also didn't listen to me when I told them that me and Evie weren't friends anymore. He didn't know the reason. What if some huge fallout had happened between us and they didn't want to ever see anything associated with me ever again? Imagine the horrific memories of seeing that person again. It's hypothetical but could be real. This is also when I discovered his fake mails. With King's Clan he was being incredibly demanding. Just for being in it I'd need to add a hashtag to every video I made about it. I barely ever even use hashtags. He also tried to get me to change my username to Glazepika Cookie. Oh, by the way, the name changed from Glaze to King sometime between the 19th and the 21st. He completely set aside my emotions to show off his new channel thing. Like dude, I don't care about your new channel card for Glaze Clan. We're friends. We should act like friends. Emotions should come before a new channel card. Do better NVBrokes. In the middle of a conversation about being just normal friends he posted an Among Us twerking gif. Get a sense of humor at least. Also, please work on your reverse psychology. It's horrible. It also proves you don't care about my private life, which is what friends would do. I was literally in a different country and he was like, and don't trade me if you want. He's genuinely a bitch. He titled on GameWorks Studio for being mean. This isn't the first grade. I'm not a teacher. I'm your friend, business partner. I'm not going to solve your daddy issue, I mean, general issues. But I'm not here to vent about my frustrations with NVBrokes, I'm here to become your history teacher for about 10 minutes. Let's talk about the history of NVBrokes. NVBrokes created his channel November 15, 2021, but due to a little description in his About section saying quitted YouTube 2019 to 2022, that means that he's had other accounts. When asked about that, he said they were both banned. Also, it's just quit, not quitted. His first YouTube video on the channel was playing Roblox. First time ever, which was a lie because you can see he has Play Roblox Online bookmarked on the second section, and I don't know why someone who has never played before would have that bookmarked already. His first decent video was the Gaming Theorists intro, which has a short that got 76 views. Gaming Theorists went nowhere in the end. His second hit though was Curse Minecraft Images That Are Illegal, which is clearly ripped off from Dream. This is the 5th installation of this series, by the way. 5 times. His original account was deleted June 13, 2022. I'm guessing that it was deleted for being underage. Me and NVBrokes got in contact around May of 2022, where he had commented on one of my videos, getting 4 likes and catching my attention. If you want to hear all of that, then click this card in the top right. We ended off on bad terms and he made a video called Why Pika Cookie Plays Hates Me, which I personally hate due to the lack of effort on it. This was also when me and NVBrokes Studio had launched our investigation on NVBrokes manipulating content creators to the point of them quitting, which we'd ended up proving true. Then we were on even worse terms after I forced him to make a video admitting he had been wrong, to which he had not uploaded the full script and it was barely made well at all. Mine had full editing, background footage and even an outro, and was much, much longer. He then made a theory about me and NVBrokes Studio being the same person, which I quickly disproved in the video on the top right, which is honestly one of my favorite videos I've ever made. Then began his depression arc, where he was getting any kind of content he could. One of his, in my opinion, best videos was edited by my own friend Evie. Nothing exciting from then on, but let's go over what we've learned about NVBrokes. He has manipulated YouTubers to the point of restarting their career. He bots accounts. He basically treats other people like robots with no emotions. He gives no care for decent human decency in terms of content. He overall is a bad person. Do you understand my point? Now, I'm going to read that unreleased script I was talking about, just to show what the situation was like. This was written in July. NVBrokes follow-up video, but I'm not done yet. We haven't talked about the people I contacted. I got 4 different points of views on NVBrokes, or at least tried to. 1 from a fan, 1 from an enemy, 1 from a friend and 1 from the man himself. Now, going into it I actually had a few predictions. He was going to delay it. He did. He was going to try denying the alt stuff until I showed my evidence. He was going to try and change the subject at least once. He denied both the alt stuff and changed the subject loads of times. I did end up getting something out of it, since he's an incredibly bad liar. You can tell whenever he's lying. So I went over the footage and picked out every time he lied. Here's the interview. P.S. I had no script or anything going into this, so this was a completely blind interview. The only thing I knew was that I had to ask about the alts and ask about what his channel plans were. After this recording the lore got deeper. 5 days after interviewing him he made an announcement video, with about as good quality as his other ones. So dog shit thrown in the microwave topped with freezer burned beans and piss. It was announcing a new series I spent a day talking to. First of all, this is very blatantly stolen from a much bigger creator, that being Anthony Padilla, with his booming 6.7 meters subscribers. I'm okay with using popular creators' ideas, as I've done before. Before Technoblade passed I was a huge fan, and still binge his videos from time to time, but he has actually inspired me to do a lot of things. One of the many reasons I bought Minecraft was because I saw his Hypixel videos, but it was a huge reason for me wanting to buy the game. I also made a Bed Wars and a Cake Wars video, which I both attempted to style like a Techno's videos. So we were both small creators using a famous creator's ideas. What's the difference? It's the timing. He knew I was writing this script. He was the person I interviewed and he still did it. Therefore, he didn't use a popular creator's idea. He used a small one's. A creator who spends time, effort and love into each video. That's how he could beat me to the punch. His videos aren't good. As I said before, they are dog shit microwave topped with freezer burned beans and piss. Making a video like his doesn't take long. Most of his videos are unedited and some are even re-uploaded, but we'll talk about those in a bit, as those began shortly after the recording. He was wrong about my actual video, which was a documentary, not an interview, but he abused my care for my videos to his advantage. So what do you do when you can't go to court because he's probably 12? You leave a comment. I was fully expecting my comment to be deleted as I shouted to the endless void, as he usually does with my comments, but this was different. After leaving my comment of thank you for once again stealing a series I thought of followed by, in brackets and don't say you thought it first, you didn't upload that video and I recently interviewed you, like come on man. That video was when he interviewed me. He'd never uploaded it. Dumbass, I thought of this before you dumbass. Desk slam, open door, walk away. Okay, first of all, what is that insult? At least create a good insult, like you're such a fucking dumbass. I thought of that before you. Do you have half a brain cell, you cunt? That brain cell probably ate grass as a kid just like you did, you fucking punk with heavy sarcasm. Second of all, read the fucking brackets. I had literally said, and I quote, and don't say you thought it first, you didn't upload that video and I recently interviewed you, like come on man. After feeling defeated at his utter stupidity, actually roll that back. After feeling defeated at his utter stupidity and his cow-like thinking, I weakly replied. I literally put brackets explaining my reasoning for that you clearly forgot about the idea until I interviewed you, now you're stealing the idea before I can upload it. I genuinely wanted to throw my computer out the window, or directly at his face. His stupid dumb fucking face. I hate this little shit. Then, one of his presumably friends, mentioned it was a simple series that his tiny brain could think of. I wish I were paraphrasing. Now, let's play a game. NVBrokes, ignore my comment. The fun game show where we guess who he responded to in this thread. I will list 3 comments and you will guess which ones he did respond to. Is it A, my logical reasoning and explanation of why his logic is most likely wrong? Is it B, his friend disproving me? Or is it C, a comment of me sharing my disappointment? You have 5 seconds, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you guessed B, you would be correct. He did not respond to any other comment. Sometime during this thread I had blocked him on Discord. This had been the last straw for me. This is when he made a tweet. Hey guys, just gonna let you guys know that me and Pukakuki plays are no longer associated with each other anymore, which really annoyed me. Why was he making this such a big deal, and so mystified as well? It's almost like he's trying to make me sound like the bad guy. He had also sent me an email, a Twitter message and a Google chat message, to which I also didn't respond well to. I didn't really care anymore. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention I was sick throughout all of this? That's right. 100.6 and 100.5 Fahrenheit fever, and he continued to fuck with me. Now, here's when it gets bad, and it's with one single tweet. First, the backstory. I had retweeted his tweet expressing my anger against him, basically saying, you're stupid, we're both unpopular, I'm not on your channel often, nobody cares. Now, let's play another game. Did he respond with A, an apology accepting he was wrong? B, a good reason to be mad at me, one that would be generally acceptable and I would be able to understand? C, calling me a manipulative person? It was C, obviously. The other 2 take at least a brain cell to do. Now, let's see how easy it is to check the definition of manipulate. You need to open a browser, open a tab on said browser, type in manipulate. Oh, we have to stop there, he doesn't have enough brain cells to use grammar. Guess it is hard, huh? But this was a genuinely serious claim, and I don't want to be casted as a villain right after building up nearly 400 subscribers after over 3 years, so I did the most difficult possible task for NVBrokes to do. Use a brain cell. Done. Basically, I showed him the definition of manipulation while also explaining the tweet above. Then I successfully ratioed him. Shouldn't have contacted me on Twitter, bitch. Haha. The kicker of it all? He responded to the second message. He ignored the actual message, which finally can prove to you that he's a selective hearer. The blacked out part is my ratio, which I just thought was a rather bit cringe. Now for the re-uploads. These made me genuinely mad. He was re-uploading from a creator who was on the platform, still posting videos except for one which I'll mention in a bit. 3 of his re-uploaded videos hit off, getting 500, 400 and 200 views, with other videos contributing to some more views. He had gotten a grand total of 1,424 views from videos he didn't make. NVBrokes has a total of 4.3k thousand views. You don't need your calculator for this. 4.3 to 1.4 is 2.9. That means that around a fourth of his views are from videos he didn't make. Actually, of his top 5 non-short videos of all time, 3 of them are re-uploads. This shows that NVBrokes is not a good YouTuber. Now, he stopped doing this one day when I noticed that he had re-uploaded a certain video from a different YouTuber. What YouTuber could be so offensive to re-upload from that he'd stop? He stole one of Technoblade's videos. It didn't hit off, but I was deeply offended. As I mentioned earlier, I looked up to Techno and still do, but seeing one of my least favorite people steal from him from beyond a grave offended me to no end, so I spammed his comment section with a single phrase. Good on you for stealing from a dead person. I also sent him a Twitter DM. This got him to private it thankfully, but knowing the lengths he'd take for content makes me wonder what he'd do for 1,000 views or 1,000,000. If his goal is 5,000 subscribers, then what could he do for that? He's already tried using other accounts and re-uploading videos, but I'm scared to know it would work. This hopefully is my final video on NVBrokes. Okay. It's been a day and he's already gone off and did another thing. This motherfucker actually revealed his method of getting subscribers. He was selling out on other people's channels, or as normal people call it, self-promoting. Here's the video. It may not still be public, but I made sure to save that video on my laptop. Also, he's gone from re-uploading videos with the re-upload thing on it to re-uploading videos with next to no mention of the original creator. As somebody who has never seen Fortnite, seeing a video called Pinpoint TNT Montage Fortnite 2018 instantly piqued my interest, since I knew he stole it from the 2018 part, but I never read the Pinpoint TNT, just seeing the montage. He also completely didn't credit any creator on his Ultimate Fortnite Hacker compilation video. Just saying, this is not mine's in the description. Another one he didn't credit for was sweater weather and then an emoji, so I'm giving up on copying that down. Where he says I'm not sure who this belongs to. And I repeat, one Google search reveals it's from the YouTuber Loft, who has 237,000 subscribers and the video is 9 months old. Is Fortnite even still in Chapter 3? I don't know. I've only ever played Arsenal and Trucid as any shooting games. I'm more of a single player guy myself, but anyways. A single fucking YouTube search shows who it's from. This truly proves my point that NVBrokes will do anything for content. Let me be honest for a second. NVBrokes is not properly suited for being a YouTuber as of now. His content varies too much and very few of his popular videos are actually made by him, as well as using little effort, such as his cursed Minecraft images that are illegal. Video, which is just an image slideshow with a trap remix of the Able Sisters, of which wasn't credited. Let's stop talking about all the bad and I'm going to talk about how to actually be a successful YouTuber, because everything that NVBrokes is doing will set him up with a lot of subscribers but no genuine fans. To talk about how to improve, we need to find the root of his problem, and there's a few. Some I've talked about, others I have not. He doesn't edit his videos. As I mentioned earlier, he doesn't edit his video, meaning that his content exists on a more popular place, bringing less attention to his channel because there's a place where they can watch it with better quality while also supporting the original creator. I haven't talked about it yet, but his content doesn't set him up for actual long-term fans. His videos don't include much of him, don't have much variety or too much variety between videos, and this is shown by his view count. When I was at 75 subscribers, I was averaging around 10 to 30 views per video, mainly because I barely uploaded, so I also had this issue, but he has it worse. What he gets is an average of 1 to 7 views, not including audio-only videos and re-uploads. This is from October 5th to September 28th, so a week. Simply enough, his constant stream of videos is bad. It shows how he doesn't properly care for each video, and it also shows to a brand new viewer that he probably isn't making these videos, which would deter them. Now, let's talk about fixing this. First of all, I know that he uses a Chromebook. I also know that he's a student. Based on that, I'm assuming he uses a Chromebook for editing. That limits his editing ability a lot, and so I'm mending this area here because he decided to be a jackass on Twitter and didn't even tell me his editing software. What am I gonna do with that info? Cancel him? Can't even get info in Ohio. This is kind of my fault though for being an asshole, but no more video improvements for you NVBrokes. Figure out your own shit. Also tried to plug an undercover account? I don't even know why. Either quit your main channel or don't plug your undercover one. Its email was one I'd already found in my original video, and its Twitter it was Niceave, which Niceave is NVBrokes' real name. Good on you NVBrokes, you've started getting repetitive. At this rate you'll be so bad at this you'll turn your main account into an undercover account. And here's my proof. He also didn't correct his little weird typing thing where I don't think he knows how to use grammar. Like if you were trying to do a yes, follow me on YouTube. Then at least spell it right. If you're using the capital at the start of the sentence, use a period and don't make the follow have a capital. Go back to grade 1 if you needed that bad NV. By the way, I think it's hilarious that I brought back my own Daily Omori Memes Twitter series because I was actually starting to use Twitter every day because of NVBrokes. Thanks for something finally. Did I talk about his inconsistent subscriber growth? Let's talk about his sub growth. First of all, in a video that's just a plea for 100 subs, which I find hilarious, you can see that 3.6% of his viewers are subscribed. That doesn't make sense with his metrics. On Social Blade you can see September 30th, 2022 he gained 8 subscribers, the day before gaining 5 subscribers. Well, what's wrong with that? Wasn't he posting re-uploads during those times? Yes, but the problem arises when you look at the video views. September 29th, when he gained 5 sudden subscribers he got 63 views, which as somebody who was at 75 subscribers can tell you, you only really get 1 subscriber from 50 views, that's if you're lucky, not even close to 5. September 30th, when he gained 8 subscribers he got 200 views. Seems normal, right? Well, October 1st, 2022 he gained 1,000 views. But how many subscribers? 1. He cheated subscribers again. In the days following he kept gaining subscribers until he reached 75, where he also got 3 sudden subscribers on the 3rd. After he gained 75? Nothing. No subscribers. This stuff doesn't just happen. Here's my Social Blade stats for reference. And side by side. And now my accounts. There's a lot of blacked out ones but they all have reasons. Ali the Aussies is my sister, shout out to her. I think she's planning to start uploading again soon, but I don't actually really know. We don't hang out much because I think we did it. The coast looks clear. We finished the video. Thank you for taking this crash course on NVBrokes. The best thing to do would probably be to just maybe go over to his video and dislike it or something? I dunno, the best thing to do is to do nothing really, don't watch him I guess. Final thing, Q&A or more rather FAQ. Q, isn't it really rude to have over triple this guy's sub count and be telling people to dislike his videos? A. This has gone on since before I even had 60 subscribers. I actually started this script before I blew up. Q, what are you doing next? A. More Amori videos. My sickness I mentioned earlier has gotten better so I should be able to start recording and streaming again. Plus I'm going to have October 7th to October 9th completely clear for the first time in forever so expect some more videos within that time. Q, do you actually want NVBrokes banned off YouTube? A. Of course not. The title is for clickbait. I would just like him to change for the better. NVBrokes, if you want those tips for making your videos better I was talking about earlier then apologize to me on Twitter. In the DMs preferably. Very last thing, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys.